Boxing news, and I am officially live. I was doing a lot of things. I know I'm a minute late, but better early than late, as you guys know. So let's start from the beginning. We have Paul Gaffer, Julian Falkins, Dion W. Who you got? I got Jacobs. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I got Jacobs or not. It's up in the air because Ryder looked good. Um, against he looked good against um Smith, right? So like you never know. I think Ryder's a kind of fighter that he rises to the occasion. He does as much as people allow him to do. I think he rises with the competition. And Danny Jacobs is a guy. He did not look good. As you can see, Gabe Rosado was there because I know he's waiting for to see if Danny Jacobs actually gets upset because he believes, okay, that Danny Jacobs is on his way out. He could be. That's what we want to see. So Danny Jacobs, he's made his money. He's been in there with Canelo. He's been in there with Triple G. He's been in there with some of the best guys. Okay, and he's has earned M's. He's a very smart businessman, and I think when you make that type of money and you've accomplished what Danny Jacobs has accomplished, it's kind of hard to get up each and every time because he's been with the best. So it's hard to show that you're one of the best if you've already fought the best and did what you could do with the best. Okay, so that's that. We got Big Femi, Felix Cash, unanimous decision. Okay, yeah, this is from way earlier, I believe. Those are heavyweights. Rod, those are heavyweights. We have Fisher in rounds 5 out of 6, and Udgema, I think his name is. And Udgema, I think he's getting a little tired. He's probably used to 4 rounders. You know what I mean? This is a 6 round bout. Brandon, Kurt, early predictions for Canelo versus Bivol. Decision. Decision, unless Bivol has something, a weak spot that I don't know anything about. Okay. I just got out of the shower and everything, so I'm preparing lunch. So bless up, Kurt. How you doing? Airzism, man. I'm good, brother. I'm better than expected, man. You know what I mean? I'm better than expected. Thank you for asking. I hope all is well with you. Somebody lost a mouthpiece. Yeah, I think Fisher lost his mouthpiece. Yep, that was Fisher's. But who wants a draw? Well, a draw is always better than a robbery because actually, if a fighter is beating the hell out of another fighter and that fighter is the house name, a draw would be a robbery. But it's better. A draw is better than just straight out robbing somebody. So you have to take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? Ooh, good jab by Fisher. Schiffer had that flicking jab. Bap! Now, if he could capitalize on it, he's kind of pulling like a Muhammad Ali, uh, Larry Holmes, Tyson Fury. Good jab, though. I don't know if he really has. The problem with guys, if you're a good jabber, you have to build on the jab. If you're a good jabber and you've established that jab, you have to come with something more. You have to set other punches off the jab. A jab won't win you the fight. It can take you around the world, but it can win you the fight in retrospect. It'll keep a guy off you. It can pepper him like Joe Joyce did Daniel Dubois. But you have to add more, especially if the other fighter has more, and he's coming with more. Kurt, has Canelo ever been hurt in a ring? He has. He's been rocked against. For one, Miguel Cotto has a brother that that Canelo fought, and he got caught with a left hook. But it kind of stunned him a bit. I forget Miguel's brother's name, but he did definitely stunned him. So yeah, he's been hurt. He was hurt against Golovkin in the second fight. Golovkin caught him with a punch. Golovkin couldn't capitalize on it because Canelo had already made the adjustments and got the hell out of Dodge. He was moving that head, you know what I mean? Because he knew he got caught with that shot and that hurt him. Has he ever been down though? No. You know. Ryan Watterson, good to see you live, Kurt. You see Ryan Garcia left Reynoso. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video about that today, and break it down. I don't. That's really all I can give you right now. I got to do some research on it, and then I'll give my counterpunch on it. Okay. Yeah, I think that was a Fisher round too. I mean, he had the good jab. He was establishing the jab. He was missing a lot, but Eugeni or Eugena or whatever his name is, he really didn't show me anything. So he couldn't land anything to really win him the round. Fisher has poor trainers, no uppercut, poor defense, and doesn't know how to throw a punch. Well, he knows how to throw a jab. I don't know what else he can throw because I only really seen him throw a jab in this round 6 of 6. I wanted to wait because the zone is getting, and which is good. They have a lot of bouts. So it gets you to learn these new fighters, what they do, what their capability are. I feel a lot of these fights like this, they need to be showcased because believe it or not, the same people that we always keep talking about, they're not going to be on top forever, until the next person comes around. Good jab to the stomach by Fisher. Fisher throws a right hand as he jabs. There you go. He throws a check left hook, which I don't think landed. Ugema or Guima. Yeah, he's doing he's fighting. He's fighting like Huey Fury. Not quite like Tyson, but definitely Huey. Come on, Fisher, finish the fight strong. And Ugema, and all this inactivity, Ugema's not doing anything. He's letting him do that. You can't sit there and stand in front of a guy and let him do what he wants. And all Fisher is doing is jabbing upstairs, jabbing down to the body, and throwing a right hand. I just seen him attempt to throw a right hand. I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, Fisher's cut, but that cut's been there since I started watching it. So I don't know what round he received that cut in. I don't know if it was from a headbutt or whatever. I don't know how it got there. Ooh, good right to the body by Fisher, though. Yeah, Ugema, he's tired. He's tired, bro. Prove the world you got a good future in boxing. If Fisher keeps punching elbows, he'll have damaged hands. It reminds me of talking about punching elbows. Oh, good right. Okay, now some leather's been flying. 10 seconds left, guys. Come on, I want to see a knockdown. Hell, how about a knockout? See, Fisher's boxing, but I don't know if that won him the fight. It might have. Okay, that fight is over. All right. I couldn't tell you who won because I didn't see the first 3 rounds, so I don't know what the foundation is. Let's hit that like button, guys. Let's get this live up. That's how we can capitalize on getting more people in here by hitting that like button. Everybody that has it, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Fisher was cut since round 1. Okay. Because I think I started watching it like round 3. Danny Jacobs. But then again, guys, everybody can have a bad night because Danny Jacobs, I mean, everybody can have a bad night, including Danny Jacobs. You missed the Felix Cash robbery. Well, what happened? Urban Paradise. You always enjoy the channel, man. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, by head clash. Okay. Well, yeah, I think they're going to give it to Fisher then, based on what I saw. Because just Fisher just moved, threw it right to the body. Sometimes he'd throw it upstairs. There you go. Winner, Fisher. What about Jacobs Ryder? See, Ryder's a trip because Ryder is a guy, he likes to scrap. I think it'll be a good fight. Why? Because Danny Jacobs likes to scrap too. I think that was the problem that what we didn't see from Jacobs was the fact that Danny Jacobs he's known to scrap. You've seen him in the Canelo fight. You've seen him in the Golovkin fight. He's a scrapper. Now, mind you, he didn't do any of that shit against Gabe Rosado. It was almost like he didn't want to engage and he thought he could just coast with a type of fight. And really, that's what he did, So, speaking of Gabe Rosado, he's all decked out in his rose-colored suit. Ash got knocked down twice in point deduction, but still won a unanimous decision. Yeah, that was bullshit. I seen that fight. And I seen him get dropped with that left hook. So this fight can be by KO. Let's see that scrapping. Hopefully. Fisher with much needed experience. Well, experience comes with fight after fight. So the Tattoo Brothers, Conor Ben and Gabe Rosado. Them cats got some tattoos. They got the neck shit going all the way up there. That's his Valentine suit. Yeah, looks like it. Gabe was he was dating some actress or something for a while. I don't know if he still was. She was pretty hot. She was pretty bad too. Let's hope they don't pull an AJ and try a new overly patient style. Yeah, but I mean that's what Danny Jacobs did before, and look what happened. People damn near booed that fight, and then they gave it to Jacobs, and it could have just been a draw, And based on the amount of people that Gabe Rosado's been in there with, Danny Jacobs, that's what made him look bad. Because he's been Gabe Rosado's been in there with so many guys. He's been in there with now Jacobs. He's been in there with Golovkin. He's been in there with Lemieux. We all know what happened in the Lemieux fight. Lemieux is just a hard-hitting guy. And, Gabe could have really won that fight because he came back and hurt Lemieux a few times. But he tried to get greedy by doing too much too soon or too much at one time. And he paid. He got caught. And Look, David Lemieux's a short, stocky Canadian fighter that was once feared at middleweight until, what was his name? Was it Montiel? No. Yeah, I think it was Montiel that knocked him out. Then he knocked out Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Rene Padilla. Praise the Lord, Jesus, counterpunch to you. Counterpunch to you too, brother. God bless you. Lex Gaming. What's up, Kurt? Long time. It has, man. It has. I need to do more because I'm going to start back working soon, and more than likely I'll be in Austin. And I will do more lives because I think I'll have more time to do more lives versus here at home. I'm busy doing everything else, so I'll do my content. I'll get that out. And then when I think to do lives, it's always either too late because I try to do it in a happy medium, probably around 4 or 5 o'clock. So everyone is up because, I got my UK peeps and I got to take care of those guys. I got to take care of my people over here. I got to take care of my people everywhere, all over the world. So, it's finding the right time to have a live. That's the thing with me. So I'm not really a big live guy, you know? Let's hit that like button. We just hit 60 people in here. I thank all you for coming in. But if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button for me. It's a trip though. First thing I thought about, I'm looking at Teofimo Lopez Jr. right now, and he's supposed to go to the Reynosos. So he goes to the Reynosos, and Ryan Garcia gets out of the Reynosos. Who wins, Fury versus White? You know what? I get White by an upset. Just call me crazy. I think White knocks out Tyson Fury. And you know why? And it's the weirdest thing. Everybody called me crazy when Usyk beat Joshua. But I think White is going to upset Tyson Fury and fuck everything up. That's what I just have that feeling. Now, at best, or normally, if things go the way it's supposed to, based on what Tyson Fury and how Tyson Fury is, of what you've seen him do, he has the ability, but we've seen him do things against fighters that are limited, that are, how do you say, limited. I mean, that's the best way I can, explain it, because, he spent 3 of his 4 years back. Because remember, Tyson Fury came back in 18. And he's fought 4 other people besides, he had 7 fights. He fought 4 tune-ups and 3 Wilder fights. So, yeah, you got Wilder. Congratulations. Okay, Tyson Fury can beat Wilder. But he is absolutely, positively have not fought any of those top guys yet. White will be the first one. And then we will see if he can take out White. If he takes out White, it wouldn't be like a surprise. Okay? Me too, Kurt. I already placed my bet last month. Dion, look, you need to look, that's how shit happens. That's how people get massively paid. Like, think about AJ and Ruiz. Nobody thought Ruiz was going to knock out AJ. Hell, nobody thought. I wish I would have bet against Joshua to Usyk. I would have made all kind of damn money. I was thinking about doing some showbiz, the adult shit, and putting 10,000 on Usyk. You know what I mean? But I'm not a gambler like that. I don't really like to gamble. That's not my thing. I tried that shit in my late teens and was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm not a chance guy like that. I take chances in other ways. Not fucking with money. Ryan leaving Reynoso guarantees a fight with Tio. Okay, well, hopefully. It'll definitely build some beef and animosity. Now, that's just like when Manny Pacquiao was with Alex Ariza. And then Alex Ariza, Freddie Roach kicked him out for making the special drinks. And then Alex Ariza then went to Brandon Rios and started training Brandon Rios. And then Pacquiao fought Rios. And these guys start beefing, and Ariza kicked Roach in the fucking chest, like with a Leonidas teep kick, right? Thrust kick. So yeah, it could happen. I give Fury with a win by 70% chance. See, why ain't 100? Why ain't 85? Why ain't 95? See, if you said, since you said 70%. That means you got 30% doubt that he could get his ass knocked out. It's a lot of things you think about. Is White the fastest? No. But is he the slowest? No. But when you're talking about fights and stuff like that, Tyson Fury looking fat. He better shred that damn weight. He wanted to tune up against Usyk. That didn't look good. You fought the same guy, and the biggest guy in the name you fought in the last, 3-4 years, or last 2 years rather, is Deontay Wilder. And that's been like damn near 2 years ago. inactivity, you know. Me too, Kurt. Sometimes you just get the upset feeling. Lex, I just got a feeling that Dillian White's gonna do some shit, you know, and that left hook is gonna land. They sparred too much. And it doesn't matter what Tyson Fury does because Tyson Fury knows. Dillian White knows him. So the best thing that he would try to do is try to knock out Dillian White with an uppercut. That's if I'm Tyson Fury, I'll be thinking Kronk style. But if you think you're gonna go in there and do slick and do that shit and think that the defense won't be there for White, you're tripping. That is gonna be a tough fucking fight, and I got Dillian White by upset. I do. I just have him by upset, and it's gonna fuck everything up. AJ went. Now it has to be Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder. It was AJ first, then Wilder, now Fury. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. I don't see Fury stopping White. He's aiming for a more defensive and quick style. White may have gotten rocked, knocked out cold, but he don't got a bad chin. He's good. Could win by KO. Well, he has a iffy chin. Bad chins and iffy chins. Like iffy chins, White. No chin, Khan. Dion, I think the body snatcher gets Fury out of there. I just got a feeling, man. Now, does Fury have the tools? Yeah. But then here's the thing. People expect and people look at Tyson Fury as though, oh, he's a versatile fighter. He can fight any way. He can do this. He can do that. You know, that shit he did with Vladimir Klitschko was a long time ago. You know what I mean? That's before he got all fat. And, you know, Tyson Fury has like the heart of a lion. No doubt about it. But if he gets in there with somebody that can punch him, if he let slow-ass, lethargic Wilder catch him with a right hand like he did in the fourth, he can get caught with a left hook by White. Think about it. Let's hit that like button. That's if he doesn't duck. Well, that's true. I mean, but I don't think he's going to duck. He's talking too much shit not to, but, you know, look, nothing surprises me that what Tyson Fury does. If Tyson Fury ducks, he just ducks. And if he fights somebody we never heard of, just shit. It won't be a surprise. I would be upset, but I wouldn't be surprised because that's Tyson Fury we're talking about. You bank your whole fucking comeback on fighting one guy, a one-trick pony, a bum that fights bums, according to Tyson Fury, right? Dude, I'm telling you, it's coming. Let's hit that like button. I think White is hungry and Fury will get complacent. Well, we'll see. You know, and it's kind of scary that White ain't talking. That motherfucker's training. And I got some footage for you guys, too. White's getting it in. Rest in peace, Shillian White. Usyk is overrated. Well, he was overrated before he fought AJ, too. White beats the version of Fury that last fought Wilder. That's true. But what Fury will we be looking at? Lately, the motherfucker's fat. He looks like a fat-ass, bald-headed butterball. He does. He looks fat. Are you trolling? He is undefeated and beat the world champion. Okay. What does that mean? You mean he beat Deontay Wilder, a guy that didn't fight anybody but an older Ortiz? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not trolling, you know? I mean, you were talking to PSF or whatever. Oh, yeah, it probably is. Yeah. He probably is trolling, but I mean, that's his opinion, you know? But still got 70% chance for Fury. Okay. Okay, Julian. I mean, that's a smart, you know, based on that. But I don't base shit on past time fights. You base things on current. Who's in front of you now? You can't win by beating someone before. Kurt, you're pondering to the AJ casuals too much now, pal. White beats Fury with a left hook. That left hook doesn't reach Fury's chest. You think that, well, let me ask you this. Wizard Sleeve, let me ask you this. Damn AJ's fans. I'm not worried about AJ. Okay, this doesn't have anything to do with Anthony Joshua. Damn it, damn the fanboys and all that. What I'm saying is, do you believe Wizard Sleeve bars? Do you believe that Dillian White dropped Tyson Fury in sparring? And if so, with what punch? I'll leave it at that. White winning will really humble Fury. Well, I would love to see it because I would love to see how he responds, how he takes a loss. You know what I mean? That would be so interesting to see. Not saying I want Tyson Fury to lose, but I do wonder how will he take a loss? And then we will know, and then we'll experience, and the whole world will experience, unless he goes into hiding. But that's also, you won't see him, you won't hear him. Crickets. Will he do what Ali did when he got beat by Joe Frazier in 1971? Will he do that? Will he come back? Oh, no, I don't know how wrong he is. I want him again. I want to get back in the ring. I'm going to beat him. I'm going to make him sin. I'm going to really beat him next time. I was out of the ring. I think the best of years is behind me. They stopped me from fighting, but don't worry. I'm coming out biting. I'm the baddest man on 2 feet. I'm the baddest man you ever meet. He must have got me. He must have got me good that time, but I'm going to come back because I am the greatest. Will he do that? Or will he do something else? We don't know. But if he gets knocked out, we all will see. Kurt, the past is the past. Fury's unbeaten just like money. Yeah, the past is the past. He's unbeaten. He is unbeaten. But see, people put emphasis on unbeaten too much. You're only undefeated until you get defeated. Remember that. Undefeated doesn't mean you can't get defeated. People use that shit like he's undefeated. That means he hasn't been beat as of yet. Undefeated is way overrated. Joshua was undefeated. Wilder was undefeated. Everybody was undefeated at one point until they got defeated. I want people to understand that. So when you say, man, he's undefeated for a reason, who has he fought? See, you have to break that down. We really have to study what it is and who he's fought, he's beaten. But has he fought Dillian White before? Now, I can understand if he's fought Dillian White and this is a rematch. Okay, chances are, all right, he got him. He's never fought Dillian White in a professional fight. They're sparred together. They've done what they did, right? And that's that. Kurt, do you hate Fury because he's white? Be honest. We're witnessing a very special fighter. Wilder is slow. Haha. You absolute casual. Wilder is 10 times faster than White. Do you think that Wilder that we saw was fucking fast? Come on, Wizard. And because he's white, dude, are you serious? Are you really serious? I don't know what fucking channel you think this is, but you got the wrong one. I don't care about what color a fucking guy is. I look at what he can do. And what I've seen Tyson Fury do, he boxes, he punches, he surprises in 2020. He gave us one hell of a fight in 2021 against the same guy, but he's ultimately fought the same guy. The most dangerous guy he's fought was Wilder, and only Wilder for the last 4 years, okay? That's the most dangerous guy that he's ever fought. He went in there with a guy that's supposed to have been a casual or supposed to have been a beginner and was a nobody, Otto Vailina, really a sparring partner. And what happened to him? Okay? He went 12 rounds with the motherfucker and got hurt in the 12th. So you think Dillian White can't hurt him because Otto Vailina did? We have to look at what this is. But you're saying both of those were white, so you can't say that. I hate when people pull the race card here. Don't work here. That shit does not work here. Does not fly here. Okay? You're saying, well, you hate White Fury. I don't hate Fury. I just know what Fury's done. And what he's done, he's beat the same guy 3 times. That's that. That's all he's done. Had a tough fight with Otto Vailina and fought the same fucking guy 3 times. That's a fact. I don't care what color he is. But anyway, I won't entertain that any longer. Really dislike all the fans saying, oh, he's overrated. He's my fighter. He's a god. Will clearly win. Why can't we all just recognize all these fighters are good and have great potential? Julian, I don't know. But that's what you do when you run into fanboys. And fanboys like to use anything to defend their fighter. And that's what we just witnessed. Oh, do you hate him because he's white? Dude, are you fucking kidding? Triple G is a pure pure granite. Well, Triple G's old, bro. He is old. And one thing about, like Manny Pacquiao, I told you guys back in 2017, Manny Pacquiao should retire. I said that then. I said that about Gennady Golovkin in 18. Gennady Golovkin should retire. It's 4 years later. This man will be 40 years old very soon. Okay? Song never gets old. Good times never felt so good. I bet a lot of people get. I bet. Imagine the millions of people that got wasted listening to that. He looks like a tall butterbean. He does look like fat ass butterbean right now. I was listening to Sporting Icons, dude, and Sporting Icons said some shit, man, had me rolling all morning. He said that Tyson Fury's legs are getting bent like Kugan Cassius. I said, and then I thought about what's the guy's name? Tywin Booth. Coogan with his bent legs. I'm like, man, you don't make fun of the afflicted. Let's get those likes up. We got 100 people in here. Let's get those likes up. And guess what, people? Danny Jacobs is back with Andre Rozier. That is good to see. You remember those guys fell out when Danny Jacobs, it was over some money. Now they're back together again. Some dodgy decisions tonight. Yeah, well, this is one of the most unbiased channels. Nunya, thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's fight time. But, look, Andre Rozier is back. And I think, that's what happens. After that shitty performance that Danny Jacobs had, he had to bring Andy Rozier back. Joshua has already beaten White. Joshua beating White has nothing to do with White fighting Fury. People talk that shit, PSF, casual. That's some casual shit you just said. Because people don't understand. Each fight is its own. One guy has nothing to do with fighting another guy. Okay? That's what people got it fucked up. And what you're saying don't even matter anyway, because Anthony Joshua never fought Fury either. So what's your point? Is there a point to what you're saying? No. Because if you're trying to tie that into a common opponent, like, well, Joshua's already beaten White. What the fuck Joshua got to do with Tyson Fury? When Tyson Fury beats White, then that'll be Tyson Fury beating White, not Anthony Joshua. Oh, okay, cool. Jacob started with a fancy jab. See, here comes Ryder coming in. Look, here comes Ryder coming in hooking. See, and I think Danny Jacobs wants to be more controlled. You can tell, because Ryder wants to scrap. You can tell. Being a southpaw, and you better be careful because Ryder's coming in, and he's going to have to anyway because he's shorter, and he has a shorter reach. So he's going to come in and make the fight, and that's his style anyway, kind of aggressive hooking style. And that style gave Callum Smith a lot of problems. So Danny Jacobs, we got to be careful. Because, for one, getting caught, but for two, getting, that their stances could create a nasty headbutt. Ryder comes in with a right hook to the body. Good jab by Jacobs. Jacobs misses with the right over the jab. One thing about Jacobs, though, he's never been able to deal with getting on the ropes. When he gets in the ropes, he's like a deer in headlights. That's how P-Roll knocked him out. He shifted on him, changed stance, and caught Danny Jacobs standing just like that and dropped him. Dropped him solid. Good jab by Ryder. Ooh, good right by Jacobs. Jacobs came right back with that right because Ryder was still there. When you hit, you can't stay there being the shorter fighter because that guy's also able to hit you. Jacobs came right back with that right hand. Double left kind of taps the forehead of Jacobs. I don't think it was really nothing or too much behind it. Good right hook to the body by Ryder. And see Danny Jacobs, I see what he's doing. Look, he's clenching up because Ryder wants to fight on the inside. And see, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. This type of fight, good right by Jacobs. Ooh, good left by Ryder. It was an overhand left hook. Ooh, good right hook by Ryder. Body punches landed for Jacobs though. Good balanced out first round. I think Danny Jacobs. I think he won the first round. You know, really like your channel, Kurt. I think mostly because you are less biased than most. With that said, I think Tyson Fury is Tyson Fury, worst opponent to rule the division for a while. His skill set is unique. He does have a great skill set, but that's based off of the fighters that he's fought lately. You know, see, we want to see those. We want to see these type fights because we want to see him being challenged. You can't fight one guy and claim to be the best. That doesn't make sense. You got to fight everybody else. And see, this is what's going to happen, though. I'm not calling Tyson Fury a bum or none of that shit. But this is what I'm fair with it. But this is what happens. If Tyson Fury gets knocked out, everybody will turn on Fury and call him a fucking bum. I will not. Why? Because I understand boxing. I know what could happen. Les Reed, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Scotty Slotty, we are on the second round. Fight just began. Ooh, good left hook to the body by Jacobs. He jabbed and set that up with a jab upstairs. Stop! Bop! Good punch. Good shot. Ryder comes in with his own right hook, but it's mostly smothered because Danny Jacobs grabs him. He grabs him and holds him. Now, it's basically the referee on what the referee likes. See, it's kind of a weird fight, and a referee could really control what happens in this fight because you can tell Ryder wants to work on the inside. He wants to get in the inside, work the body, start with uppercuts. See, he just landed a right. Jacobs just landed a right. On the other side, he crosses over and hits him with a left. Cross, coming from a southpaw stance. Because Danny Jacobs kind of changes to southpaw. Now he's southpaw and Ryder's southpaw. Now you got two southpaws. And I think the first clash of heads. See what I'm saying about those clashes? Watch out. It could happen. It could happen. Ooh, behind the headshot. Behind the headshot. I hope the ref, caught up on that. See, and I see what Danny's doing. He's trying to pick him apart from the outside, get good shots off. Ryder comes in, grab him, smother him. Don't let him work on the inside. That's what Jacob's game plan is. And especially dealing with Andre Rozier, I know what he wants from Danny. Good jab from Danny. Danny locks him up, okay? That's what it is. He gets on the inside, he locks him up. Danny's coming over with straight overhand lefts because now he's in southpaw stance. And then, see, Ryder wants to move forward. Ooh, good right hook by Ryder. Ooh, good left by Ryder. Jacobs misses with a left and comes back with a right, lands with the right. They're in a clinch. Danny cuffs his hands up. And then when Ryder tries to move forward or backwards, he can't. It's hard to get shots off like that. But then when the ref says break, he raises his hands. Right? So, that's a good move. It's not all that entertaining, but it's still a good move. Good right hook by Ryder coming on in. Ryder kind of puts you in the mind of Sean Porter. He has that aggressive Sean Porter style because he'll come in scrap and he just doesn't throw as many punches. And he's trying to establish stability, right, and stand ground, right, but he's pushing Jacobs back. What he needs to do is he needs to be able to break the clinch, kind of like Loma, and then catch Jacobs when Jacobs is trying to force him back. See, that overhand left, I think, won the round for Jacobs. And Ryder kind of landed his left too, but that wasn't the best punch. Jacobs had more leverage on it because Jacobs was coming from here, bow, on the way over, okay? Men's Law Entertainment. Appreciate that. 99 cent quid pound. Yeah, let's hit that like button. We got over 100 people in here and we have 60 likes. Let's get it up. Let's get those likes up. Okay, here we go. Round three. Okay, I have Jacobs winning two. I don't see. I can't give Ryder a round yet. He's still game. He comes in with a jab. Okay, being a southpaw, don't be cheap with them likes. I know, right? It doesn't cost you a thing. You know, just a little love and no hate, right? Participate. Now Ryder's trying to stay on the outside. And see, the thing is, and that actually that was initiated by Ryder because Ryder held him because he wanted him to stay still. Okay, that what happens a lot too. Because see, Jacobs, you could tell he's the more mobile out of the two. You know, his style is to get out of there if he can, box and move, box and move. You know, then when you think when Jarrell could fight Canelo, he's got a domestic fight to figure out. Go, good time for this. Yeah, Ricky Torre. I mean, you know, he needs to watch his shit, stay out of trouble. You know, I mean, shit happens. Don't get me wrong. I mean, but you have to look when you're a fighter, you have to be responsible for yourself. It's a responsibility being a public figure, being a fighter, being in the spotlight. You know, and like he had a family domestic dispute, so you know that could have just been some damn jealous ass. You know, that could have been some jealous ass relative that just didn't want, you know, oh, you touch me, you push me. Oh, you think, oh, I got something for you. And then they call the police. Or he could have just beat the shit out of somebody. Who knows? You know? Okay. Oh, good left from Jacobs. Jacobs is leaning on him. He's using his weight to lean on him, especially when he's on the outside and Ryder's against the ropes, and he caught him in that position and bow, because Ryder couldn't do anything, you know? And that all came from the pressure that he used just from being the bigger and taller guy. So yeah, good job by Danny Jacobs. Very close round. I mean, it was decent. I would. That's another round though. I'd give to Jacobs. You know, Jacobs lands. He's able to land the better punches, and you know, and I hope they're instructing Ryder to get in. You know, but when he gets in, he has another problem. Jacobs knows the type of style he has. He knows this is when Ryder wants to work. So when Ryder does come in, try to throw these punches, Danny Jacobs wraps him up to the referee breaks him. Then Danny Jacobs might get that one and that two over. You know what I mean? Or he might switch to southpaw, and now he's, you know, he always gets the like a vicious overhand punch off that kind of signifies the round for him. I see it's like 2-1 Jacobs so far. You know, I don't think Ryder won a round yet. It's round four. You know, it could be it very well be 3-0, but then again, none of us are judges, so you know, Ryder taking all three rounds so far. Yeah, return of the Mac. Okay, Rosado gave the first round to Ryder, but go figure. But it was a close round, so you know. But of course, this is Gabe Rosado we're talking about here. You know, a guy that thought that and it was a close fight. J underscore Mac Kid 7. Bless up, brother. Counter punch to you. We're in round 4 of Jacobs versus Ryder. Live commentary. Welcome. cussing of the English accent. I tell you the funniest thing, one of the funniest things that Tyson Fury said to Wilder. Wilder said some shit like, Wilder was trying to be funny, like, oh, good jab by Ryder. Oh, good jab by Ryder. He needs to build on that. But see what happens as soon as he landed that jab, Jacobs locks him up. You can't let that shorter guy wail on him in the inside. That's not how it's supposed to go. But Wilder said some shit like, oh yeah, they ain't laughing with you, they laughing at you. The way you talk, you need to talk English or some shit like that. They probably don't understand what you're saying. And Tyson Fury is like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking English, you fucking idiot. It is. It ain't like he's speaking a different language, So the shit was crazy. Okay, now Jacobs. Now see, Jacobs is turned on now. When Jacobs does that little nod, he's fired up. Now it's time for Ryder to work. If he's gonna work now. Because Jacobs now wants the exchange. That's his best, that's his only opportunity at this point. Because if not, okay, he's gonna get outboxed from the outside, and when he comes on, he's gonna get wrapped up. That's it. He's gonna get wrapped up, and he's not gonna get off. Jacobs is a little faster, he has more reach. He's those leverage, he'll use those shoulders. Okay. See, Jacobs is still working on the inside. So he has a form, he has a style to it. So see, he wrapped him up, but he let him go because the ref sees everything, or he should. Good right by Jacobs. Oh, good left by Ryder. Jacobs nods. Good right by Jacobs. Right in the middle of the ring. And that round is over. Ryder won't win this fight from the outside. No, he can't. He's not designed to win this fight from the outside. A shorter fighter, unless you're fucking Manny Pacquiao or Lomachenko or somebody like that, or Usyk, someone that can get in and out. If that's the only way. Pop, 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 step out. Pop, 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 step out and slip. Pop, 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 step out. That's the only way. Because if not, he's going to sit back there. He might get a jab here, but he's going to get out punched. He's going to catch that right. He's a southpaw. Jacobs is going to see it. There it is. There it is. Wrap him up. Easy. Not a hard thing to do. And Andre Rozier, he makes it easy. See, you're talking about the guy that created fighting fire, not with fire, but fire with finesse. And Jacobs and Golovkin would have been a lot closer fight if Golovkin wouldn't have got that knockdown in the 4th round. So remember that. Okay, so, that wasn't like this fight where Jacobs, just got his ass beat. He basically, Golovkin caught him with that jab. Because Golovkin, about the same height, little shorter than Jacobs, but he was able to pinpoint that jab like he always does. He comes in behind it. He comes in behind it, But Ryder doesn't have that ability. He's a different type cat. He's a brawler. He wants to get on the inside. Look at him. He's waiting like a puma, ready to pounce, right? Jacobs using the jab, keeping him back. But then it's something after the jab. So the jab is just setting up that vicious right hand that I know Ryder has already tasted. And I don't think he likes it too much. That right hand just landed again for Jacobs. Okay, it was more of a straight. See, Ryder jabs on the inside and throws an overhand left. But it wasn't really effective. Why? Because by the time he got on the inside, Jacobs had already wrapped him up. Reset, referee breaks him up. Let's repeat. Okay, that's what happens. See, Ryder's not able to fight. Ryder just caught him with a right hook. And what I don't like about Jacobs, though, he did that with Golovkin. He waits for the referee to come help him. You protect yourself at all times because Ryder came, right, and caught him with a left. but I don't think he said break yet. Okay, it's on silent, so I don't really know if he had already broke. But he does that. Whenever you're clenched up and the referee hasn't done anything, he's allowing that, and he's allowing these fighters to fight on the inside. Like Richard Steele says, "Hey, fight to get out." That's what you do. And Jacobs, like, he's looking. You don't do that, because while you're looking, that other guy could be punching. Okay. Good right to the body by Ryder. Jacobs turned with it, though, so it kind of looked like, a kidney shot or a floating rib shot. Yeah. Gotta love Lennox Lewis. Lennox, big up England. Good left uppercut by Ryder. He catches on the inside. Ooh, good right by Jacobs. Now, there we go. There we go. Now Jacobs is opening up. And Ryder's able to get a jab in. But he doesn't want to get hit with those wide shots by Jacobs. Now Jacobs is fired. That's the type of Jacobs you want to see. You want to see that Jacobs that wants to scrap. Now here comes Ryder coming in with a double jab and a left over the top. I don't really think it landed, though. But Jacobs wants to get in there. That's the type of Jacobs you want. That's the type of, you don't want that jab, wrap up Jacobs. No, you want that, come on, come with me, come at me. That's what you want. I think that's round 6 over. Jacobs. Eric Belonga versus Jaime Munguia. That would be a good fight. I don't know if Belonga's ready, though. I don't think he has the pedigree yet. You think he's ready for a guy like Munguia, even though he's a heavy guy, but isn't Belonga like 168? Both of those are some big boys, man. I tell you, those are some big guys. Ryder looks stiff. Jacobs is having his way in this fight. Yeah. It's an easy fight to score. I mean, I got that round for Ryder. See, the better punches. See, he lands a straight left, and then the second left kind of taps him a bit, but they look like cruisers. I mean, they're probably about, right now, they're probably about 170 pounds, 172, 173. Fuck, they're 168 anyway. So they're probably about 178. So they're probably close to cruiserweight, because they're way past light heavyweight. I forget that these guys are at 168, not 160. Because Jacobs went to 168, But I noticed something about Jacobs. Jacobs doesn't look as defined and cut as he did at 160. He looks a little softer at 168. 11th round, Ryder wins. Okay, return of the Mac. Boxing Andy Stone, appreciate you. Okay, see, do you see what Jacobs is doing, though? It's jab right, jab right, and that's on the way on the outside. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what that just happened there. But the referee warned Jacobs for something. I would put the subtitles on, but they're a pain in the ass, because the subtitles are they get in the way of the fight. The subtitles could be up here, and then that's where the fight's taking place. I'm like, get the hell out of the way. Be at the bottom or something. Be at the very bottom. They want to put it up top. Ryder would be so much dangerous if he was a counterpuncher. Good right uppercut by Ryder. He threw that left and he missed. He got sloppy with that left hand. Yeah, sir. Ryder does need the bob and weave. He does. Kurt is the man who beat the man counterpunch. There you go. Okay, here go headlocks. Nice inside fighting by Ryder. I mean, it's decent. Good right by Jacobs. Jacobs missed with that right hand. And then he chopped down with that right hand also. So Good right uppercut. And Ryder needs, like, he has a good jab, but he doesn't really come in with too much. He's a lunging fighter, but I don't know. Ooh, good straight right by, good jab by Ryder. But that right's been there for Jacobs, though. It's there. It's there for him because Ryder stays on the inside. Ryder stays on the inside without head movement, okay? And he's just there until he's ready to fight to try to get inside. Well, he's pretty stationary. So this is pretty easy for Danny Jacobs, okay? He gets caught. He gets that double left is coming. Boom. Boom. But it's like he doesn't get his full extension on it. And then Jacobs comes back with a straight right. Oh. Good jab. Then another jab. Follow with a right hand. Exactly. Like I told you guys. Jacobs, jab. Jab. Right hand. All night long. Because Ryder is still sitting on the center line. And he's not moving. Okay, like let's say here's the center line. The center line represents where the punches come. Okay? You have to avoid that center line. Okay? Todd 0864, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. A right hook lands for Ryder on the inside. Ryder lands a jab. Good shot to the body by Jacobs. Ryder comes back with his hook. A right hook to the body. And see, Ryder, I think he's, West Cork. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Ireland in the building. Ooh, good straight left to the chest by Ryder. Ooh, good straight right. Double right lands for Jacobs. And Jacobs is what he start doing now. He's feigning. He's feigning the shorter guy. So he's making him react to punches that are not even there. You can set some shit up with that. Okay? What up, CP? Mr. Valentine in the building. Counterpunch to you. Good uppercuts on the inside. Now, you see how Ryder stepped around Jacobs? He could have done that anyway. He could have done that to get out of the clinch. But see, the problem with Ryder, he doesn't really want to go anywhere because he fights to get inside where he wants to be. So that's the problem. Oh, Ryder caught him on the break. And I think that's the second time he's done that shit. See, it's so tempting to be right there. The guy's face is there like, I could hit this mother. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, Ryder's too limited. That's a good word for him. He is very limited. And see, he doesn't understand. He's not going to be able to push the bigger Jacobs back. Good jab, as I say that, from Ryder. So he needs to work with nature, not against it. And see, Jacobs is a guy, he scraps. Oh, good right, good left uppercut for Ryder. I think he found something. Oh, good left from Jacobs. Good right from Jacobs. Good left uppercut from Ryder. That left uppercut, Jacobs better watch that because that's coming from a southpaw. It's coming off the back foot. He throws it up there, and it's hard to really distinct because Jacobs is a taller guy coming forward. Okay, that was a nice exchange, that last 10 seconds of that fight. That was a good one because Ryder came in, right hook, and then Jacobs grabbed it, boom, left hook lands for Ryder. Okay? And especially if Jacobs decides, like, you know what? Boom, there you go. He landed a left uppercut, then an overhand left. Okay, left hook lands for Jacobs, right hook lands for Jacobs, left uppercut again lands for Ryder. Then he comes with the body work. Bop, bop. Nice scrap. Nice. Look, another uppercut lands. That's what you need to see. Eddie Hearn's back there like, fucking hell, mate. That was a good exchange. You know, that was very impressive by Wilder. I want to see challenges. You know, I want to see resistance. I don't like to see, I don't really like to see fights where one guy's dominant over the other. Yeah. Ryder was piecing him up, you know, and Jacobs was scrapping. He was giving him that opportunity. That's what he was doing. Oh, good jab by Ryder. Ryder comes in. He's throwing a straight to the body. He needs to capitalize on that. Now, Jacobs goes into southpaw, okay? Overhand lands for Ryder. I think that was a little behind the head, though. Ooh, good 1-2 to the body. I think that was behind the head. And Jacobs, he kind of smothers his shots, too, because he doesn't complete it. He just throws the shot instead of really throwing it in. He misses with that chopping straight over the left. Now they're two southpaws. Okay, Jacobs does that. He goes. Jab, jab lands for Ryder. Ryder's trying to get that uppercut in there. Uppercut lands and a right hook for Ryder. Another hook lands for Ryder on the inside. I don't know if Danny Jacobs is tired, but now Ryder needs to walk. He needs to get in there because Ryder, his left hand is free. He needs to work with that left hand. Try to create that space and get that left uppercut in there like he tried to do then. I think he missed it. He might have tapped the chin just a bit. Good right hook lands for Ryder. Okay? I think Jacobs is tired, though. Round 8 of 12. Ryder comes back in. Jacobs is not throwing the punches that he's normally throwing. He takes another left. A left hook. A left hand land for Ryder again. A right lands for Ryder. Does that hurt Jacobs? A left lands for Ryder. Is Jacobs hurt? Jacobs looks. Another left lands for Ryder. Behind the head, but look. Oh, uppercut lands for Ryder. Ryder's coming in. Uppercut. Up right. Uppercut. Wow. Wow. Jacobs, I think he's feeling the pain. I don't know what's going on with Jacobs. Like I told you, I want to see what Jacobs still has left. Because in that round, he stopped jabbing. He stopped jabbing and throwing that right hand. He stopped keeping him back. He let Ryder come in. He let Ryder come in. Ryder started, bow, left uppercut, bow, left uppercut, bow, jab. Because when Jacobs would get back from him, he continues with the jab to come back inside, right? And then start to work. So watch this. They're on the clinches. Okay, right hook lands. I think that hurts Jacobs. Yeah, that did hurt Jacobs. Okay, he jabs to get inside. Right hook lands. Straight left lands. Another left, overhand left lands. Right hook lands. Straight left hook lands again for Ryder. Ryder's working everywhere, and that's why he gave Callum Smith so much problems. Why? Because Ryder's not going to stop. So if Ryder has a gas tank, that might be Jacobs' ass. Because if Jacobs is hurt and he's running out of gas, that might be his ass. Bars. So this is what we have. This is getting very interesting. Good right lands for Ryder. I think the left hook lands for Jacobs as well, though. But the momentum is going for Ryder because, okay, the inside. And this is what I like from that ref. The ref is allowing the fight to happen on the inside. Now imagine if every referee allowed a fight to play out. These guys have boxing gloves on. These guys can work. Fight to get out. It makes it a lot easier. Now Ryder's working on the inside. Short right hooks landing. Jab lands for Ryder. Uppercut lands for Ryder. Jab lands for Ryder. Jacobs lands his own jab. Overhand cross lands for Ryder. Jab lands for Ryder again. Now Ryder's where he needs to be. Is Ryder getting tired? Oh, good right hook lands for Ryder. Left lands for Ryder. Now remember, this is 9, 10, 11, 12. He has 4 more rounds of this. So if he can do this for 4 more rounds, he may can get Jacobs out of there, because Jacobs is not that same Jacobs we seen in the first half. 1, 2, 3 lands for Ryder. And he's still on the inside. Right hook lands for Ryder. Wow. Wow. Here we go. Okay, get the fuck out of the way, ref. Get out of there. Okay, they trade jabs. Jacobs lands another jab and another jab. He gets caught with a left hook. Jacobs comes in with a 1-2 and catches him. Ryder comes in with a left overhand left. Jacobs works the body. Jacobs comes with a 1-2 and clinches. He gets caught with a left by Ryder. Here comes the ref, breaking the shit up. Move the fuck out of the way, ref. Get out of there. Okay. Here comes Ryder. Now Jacobs lands a left hook and a right and another right over the top. A left hook lands for Ryder. A right lands for Jacobs. Jacobs is showing that grit. He's sitting down. Good uppercut from Jacobs. Good left uppercut from Ryder. Right to the body from Ryder. Wow. Wow. Okay, here we go. This is turning into a good fight, man. I'm telling you. A nice little scrap. Jacobs missed with a double jab. He comes in. I got to get that to Ryder. Jacobs now did show that he could come back. He showed he had heart. He showed that, hey, I'm still here. But I don't think he did enough to win that fight, that round. See, jab lands. And Jacobs is another thing. He's starting to miss a lot of shots. He did catch him with a 1-2. Ryder took it well. But now Jacobs tried to rest on the inside, and that's what he shouldn't do, because that is exactly where Ryder needs to be, okay? And when Ryder got there, that's exactly what Ryder was doing, working, okay? Now the only difference, Jacobs started fighting back. Jacobs started fighting back, started throwing punches and hooks of his own. You know, Jacobs is kind of all over the place, you know what I mean? So he don't really throw shots unless they're overhand, okay? Because Jacobs is good with overhand shots. Straight lefts are decent. But, you know, his overhand shots and his hooks will get you out of there. Okay? But Ryder has deemed to have a good chin. But this is also what happens, people, when you do go up and you move up in weight. The punches are not the same. You don't have the punching power he had at 160. And you can tell. Jacobs hitting Ryder with the shots that he hit, if he was a middleweight, would have been a different story. That's why weight classes matter. That's exactly what I'm saying. Good jab from Jacobs, okay? And you can tell Jacobs is holding on, and it's obvious now who's the holder and who's not. In some exchanges, you don't know who's holding who, because a lot of times if a fighter grabs you, you mostly grab him, or you whack him with a hand that's free. 1, 2, 3 lands for Jacobs. Jacobs is now in the southpaw stance, okay? Now he's trying to stay away from Ryder, and Ryder comes in with his jab, nails him against the ropes. Rounds 10 of 12, people. So we got 3 rounds of this shit. 3 full rounds. Okay, we have 2 minutes left in this round. And 2 more hopefully hardcore fighting rounds after that. Jacobs is washed. Hey, if he's washed, he's showing you what he has. You know, he is not the same fighter he was. Now he's starting to use that jab. Jab. In the southpaw stance, mind you. Yeah, I think Jacobs is fatigued because he had an opportunity. He threw it, he threw a right jab. He had an opportunity to come over in the left and he didn't. You know, and I no, he tried and it was kind of a winging fatigue. You can tell when your punches are fatigued because you don't throw them accurately. You don't throw them the proper way. And he did not throw that punch. You could tell he was fatigued. He was like, you know. But see, it's up to Ryder though. Ryder now, he's weathered the storm. Now he's winning rounds decisively. Oh, good jab by Jacobs. Jacobs is using. Good jab by Jacobs. Jacobs is just using that round. Ryder needs to come in. Oh, good straight left by Jacobs. But guess what? Ryder took it like a champ, and he landed his own 1-2 and a left uppercut on the inside. Okay, I see what Jacobs done. Jacobs got into southpaw stance, and Ryder was not able to hit him with the shots that he hit him with when he was in orthodox. So maybe that was an adjustment that Andre Rozier made for him or told him, instructed him to do. Good left to the body good right to the body by Jacobs. Jacobs goes back in the southpaw stance. He takes 2 jabs. Ooh, good straight left by Ryder. Good jab by Ryder. Another good jab. Another good jab by Ryder. Another straight left by Ryder. Did he hurt Jacobs? He needs to get in there. Wow. I think though, this is my thing. This is my counterpunch on this fight. Ryder's showing, yes, I can box. I can do that shadowing. I can stay back and jab too, because that's exactly what he did. Okay, that's exactly what he did to Jacobs. But it's a different type of fight. Jacobs is doing that to survive. I believe that for these next 2 rounds, he has to nonstop drill Jacobs if he wants to win. Okay? Jacobs is the headliner, mind you. He is the matchroom fighter, mind you. Okay? That's where the money is. Ryder's a beast, but here's the thing. Jacob moved up to 168. Ryder's been there. Okay? So when he catches him with those shots that normally would hurt or drop or cripple a fighter at 160 like he did Quillen at 160. He can't do that at 168. That's why you need to fine-tune your shit. Your defense has to be better because he's not an original 168er. And he's finding that out now, going against a sturdy, strong, well-established 168-pounder, super middleweight. And he's finding that out. Round 11 begins, okay? Jacobs is now once again in the southpaw stance. He takes a jab and a right hook. He lands his own overhand left. Move the fuck out of the way, ref. He's getting on my nerves. Good right hook to the body by Jacobs. Double hook by Jacobs. I don't know, does Ryder look like he's fatiguing? No, he's not fatiguing. He's ready for that shot. He's cuffing that shoulder. So he's good straight left by Ryder. Good overhand left by Jacobs. Good left by Ryder again. That one wasn't as effective as that first straight left he nailed Jacobs with. Jacobs did counter. Man, I would like to see this damn fight again, honestly. Because this is turning into a good fight, bro. You know. Jacobs, Jacobs is taking these shots, though. You have to understand, a guy coming from 160, going up to 168, taking on a strong, durable, Wolverine-built fucking guy like Ryder, okay, that's got a beard on him, right? He's taking shots, body shots, uppercuts, straight lefts, right hooks. He's taking these shots from Ryder, okay? And I think he's fatigued. But but this is a difference in power. Good right uppercut from Ryder. Ooh, good left to the body by Jacobs. Good uppercut by Ryder on the inside. See, but you can tell the difference between throwing an uppercut without being clinched versus throwing one in a clinch. Okay, you don't have that leverage when you're in it. You're just holding and kind of sharpshooting it. But the good thing about Ryder, though, is he has shorter hands. A person with shorter hands is able to come up and make contact and get more leverage because his hands are shorter. You know, Jacobs has longer reach. Of course, he's taller. He's more rangier. See, Ryder is he's just working. Oh, good right land. And oh, good right lands for Jacobs. Right lands for Ryder. Oh, good straight left lands for Jacobs. Ryder spins him around. He's going to need these rounds, Jacobs is, because this is getting a close fight. This ain't set in stone like it was. And it's crazy. Round 11 over. We have one more round. Who do you guys have winning? Let's get those likes up. We got over 200 people in there. Straight left lands. That was the best punch of the round right there. Okay? I don't know if that won the round for Ryder, because Jacobs did come back with his own. Bow! Okay? Good fight. Very good fight. Let's get those likes up. Here we go, guys. Now, Rosado's scorecards is 107 for Jacobs and 103 for Ryder. So, you would think someone like Jacobs that had beef with Jacobs, or like Rosado that had beef with Jacobs, would have that a little closer. So, there you go. Rosario's scorecard is too wide. Yeah, but you have to understand, from rounds 1 to 8. 8 is when everything changed. So you had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're not sure if Ryder won all those rounds. Okay. So, good right hook, good left lands for Jacobs. Right hook lands for Ryder though. So Ryder started that exchange and Jacobs ended it with a straight right. Now the problem is though, he's an orthodox. It is a toss-up. Here comes Jacobs working that body. That's what he needs. Works that body. That referee he's really pissing me off. He's really pissing me off. Good straight right from Jacobs. And look, Jacobs now is continuing what he did from rounds 1 to 8. Jab, jab, right hand, get your punches off, land, score, protect, wrap up. Uppercut lands for Ryder. But Jacobs is holding. He is holding. See, and I don't like that though, because at this point, good right hook lands for Ryder. Good overhand left lands for Jacobs on the inside. See, this ref is getting on my nerves. They should let these guys fight it out. Okay. Good right hook lands for Ryder. Good right to the body lands for Jacobs though. Last minute, guys. Last minute. Good right lands for Jacobs. Now to push that ref. Get the fuck out of the way, ref. Get out of here. Okay, so Jacobs is doing a good job on this last round. Okay, they're bouncing. Good right to the body by Ryder. See, these guys are now fighting like they're hugging each other and swinging. Like, fucking, I want to see De La Hoya Mosley. I want to see Barrera Morales. Good fight, though. Good fight. Yeah, because Jacobs had to come back. He bit down. He showed that he can take those punches, especially coming up from 168. Ryder, tough, durable, limited, strong, you know, close. I want to see the scorecards because I'm not really too concerned about the winner because Ryder, he's not going to go away looking like the winner if he lost a decision because he had another close fight with Callum Smith. And that was the same type of response. Most guys get a reputation of giving a hard fight or possibly getting robbed. And it's a people's opinion on what you think and who you feel won anyway. And, you know, he's in the UK. He's from the UK, right? So, you know, he doesn't hang his head low. But it's like when you're dealing with these type fights, though, this is what you're going to get, you know. Ryder, you know, he's limited stuff. Look at his face. Look at Ryder's face. Jacobs doesn't look too banged up either. You know, they look pretty good. It wasn't like I'm really surprised that you didn't see headbutts. Thank God for that, right? So, you know, there's a lot of good things that happen in there. I think Jacobs hold a little bit too much, but hey, it is what it is at the end of the day because shit, that was a part of the strategy. Wrap him up. Floyd did it to Manny Pacquiao. It happens, you know. Yeah, I would go for 7-5 Jacobs, egg. Barrera Morales takes me back, Kurt. What a pair. Man, loved it. First fight pissed me off. Loved the fight though. The decision sucked. And let me tell you how things change, okay? Go back in history lane. All right, Barrera Morales won. Barrera loses a decision. Barrera drops Morales in the last round. He drops it. Bow! He falls. And they still give it to him. They give it to Morales. And Barrera said these strange words. This is what he said. I bet if Don King was my promoter, I would have got the decision. That's how powerful Don King was at the time. So let's see. Let's see. Who takes it? 115, 113.
And Sean Robert Lane scores at 115 to 113 for your winner by split decision.
Split decision, guys.
From Islington.
Oh, Ryder got it. Ryder wins. Whoa. Whoa. Ryder won a decision against Danny Jacobs. I don't know about that. I don't think that was the right decision. Draw, close. I mean, I saw the fight too. Again, like I said, I'm not the judges, but yo, it was a split decision. Ryder won. Wow. Whoa. I don't know. I don't agree with that. Close fight though. But I'm thinking, where were the judges from rounds 1 to rounds 8? Or rounds 1 to 7? Because I know 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. But I know people going batshit. Jacobs is getting out of there. Jacobs is mad, but he's a gentleman. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to cuss in the dressing room. Fuck y'all. Shouldn't have came to this bitch. Should have went to the you should came across the pond to fight me. I'm the key guy. Right? But wow, Ryder wins a split decision. Wow, I didn't see that coming. And it also shows you, though. It shows you also. Look at Eddie Hearn there, right? It shows you that Jacobs is losing star power. He's losing shit. He's losing his reputation. Ryder was tough, though, Urban Paradise. I'm not saying it wasn't a good fight. You know what I mean? And then see, people will talk that rivalry shit. Robbery means that the fight was nowhere close and they gave it to the wrong guy. This wasn't it. Now, did the decision go to the right person? I don't think it did. I think, if anything, this should have been, but look at the scorecards, 115, 113, 115, 113. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like nobody thought that Jacobs won. Even Gabe Rosado had it 107 to 103 going into the 12th. So, you know, it's not that. I mean, I'm shocked. I am shocked because I'm like, yo, whoa, what's the deal? What's the deal here? If Jacobs is a C-level fighter now. I mean, he's definitely, if he ain't a C-level fighter, he's a fucking B minus. You know, Jacobs is rich now, not the same fighter, but I mean, I think to me, okay, he showed like he did enough to keep the lead. Okay, look at Gabe. Look at Gabe's like, fucking Buster. I told you, Philly in the house. Fight with sticks, stones, and bottles in the streets of Philly, bitch. Told you he beat me. I want my rematch against the bum. I'll fight him for less than money.
That's my boy. I'm over the moon for Joe. Joe, it needed this. And Joe, it deserved the victory. Come on, strongly stuck to the game plan he applied.
That's Connor.
He done what he had to do. Now listen, I'm not...
In his tattooed brother.
When John has a close fight, he gets the victory. He's had too many close fights and not got the...
Wow, Jacobs on the way out, but he still won. Yeah, I mean, but it shows you. If he can lose a decision in the UK, he doesn't have the star power no more.
It's hilarious. You know, I had him win the fight.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I feel. He knows how I feel.
Yo, I mean, look. That is some funny shit, though. It's some funny shit because, look, but look, if you look at it like that, I didn't even really think about it until Gabe said it. He was like, hell, I had him winning, but I don't think he beat me. But now you know how I feel. Good counterpunch. Gabe Rosado up in this piece. Coming from Philly, fighting with sticks, stones, and bottles in the streets of Philly. Coming in with that counterpunch. Man. Look, as far as Jacobs, though, Jacobs has fought Golovkin, he's fought Canelo, he's fought a lot of people, man. You know, Dmitry Pitrog, or Pirog, right? Pirog. So, hey, it is what it is. No way Jacobs won. Ryder was pressing the fight. I mean, pressing the fight is one thing, Mamma Mia. But landing the first 7 rounds, he didn't get where he needed to be. He was fighting to get in position, which he didn't really go because Jacobs wouldn't let him because Jacobs was active. And he was actively throwing the jab. He was actively landing the right hand. Okay? And then he would actively and successfully wrap him up. Okay? It wasn't until the 8th round when he got caught. You know, yeah, Rosado's loving this shit. I bet you Rosado's like, I'm glad I spent that fucking money to see this shit. I seen this shit live. Karma's a bitch. Oh, man. Did Jacobs had land enough between his holding? I want to see. That's a good question. I want to see what the scorecard's like, okay? That's what I'm waiting to see, and I think the zone has implemented the punch stats. I know before they didn't, and I was like, I don't like that because you don't know you don't have anything to base anything off of. You just seen a fight with no stats, with no, you know what I mean, with nothing measured. Like you don't have any kind of system that counts it, no CompuBox or nothing like that. Punches landed, punches thrown, nothing, you know. But let's see, group chairman, Matchroom Sports, you know, and see Eddie wins because it's all on the zone. He could give 2 shits, you know. Oh well. Swings in roundabouts. Ryder beat Callum Smith and didn't get the decision. So, well, you know, if you look at it in the terms of boxing, the sport that I love, that I hate so much, these type of things happen to certain fighters. Like speaking of Barrera Morales, though, Barrera Morales was a fight like Barrera lost the first fight, which he should have won. The second and third fights, Barrera won. And by decision, because they fought like hell. You're not going to knock out Morales unless you're somebody like Pacquiao. So, you know, it is what it is with that. Now, you know, I think what people do, or people call it karma, what you put in, what you take out, what you get, you know. And what came around for certain fighters like Ryder, he gets a decision when in times he didn't, you know, he didn't. A lot of people thought that he beat Callum Smith. It was a tough fight. This was a tough fight. You know?
I want you here, the potential of a Canelo fight maybe next year. How does that make you feel? Tonight's my night.
Tonight's my night. Damn Canelo, he said. Canelo will wreck him. Yes, levels. Oh, yeah. Well, that type of fight, too, a guy like Ryder comes in, is tailor-made for Canelo. Because Canelo, what Canelo would do, Canelo would he would knock out. I mean, we would, you know what we would see? This is what I'll say. We would see what Ryder is made of chin wise. Danny Jacobs, he throws wild punches, looping punches, the punches that, you know, I don't know if he gets the leverage that he probably, you know what I mean, deserves or needs on those shots. But, you know, I don't know what's going on with that with Danny Jacobs. I don't think he's, you know, and then he's coming up to 168 as opposed to Canelo. I think Canelo was already a guy that was a lot bigger that fought smaller. Okay, Canelo was 155. He fought 155 for 6 freaking bouts, people. 6. Okay, he fought 155 at 6. Why? Because he couldn't make 154. Okay, he fought a lot of bouts like that. You know, he claimed he wasn't a middleweight, but he sure wasn't a damn super welterweight either. Okay, so Canelo looked a lot better when he got bigger and we start fighting in a different weight class. And I think that's probably where it needed to be. You guys can really think back. Canelo used to look sick. He was already pasty pale anyway with that red ass hair, and then you want to come in all, you know what I mean? Everything all sunk in. You're like, dude, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? So now he doesn't look anything like that. He's filled in. His muscles and, you know, water retention and weight and stuff is where it needs to be. You know, so like that's Canelo. Jacobs is a guy that was comfortable at 160, tall enough to go to 168, but I think he's a better 160 pounder. Okay, so it showed tonight. You know, so it is what it is. But I don't think John Ryder won. If we can look at it like, hey, well, he did this and that, well, that's fine and dandy, but I don't think he won. Anyway, guys, man, it's been a great night of fighting. It was an entertaining fight, to say the least. You know what I mean? Great fight. I enjoyed it, loved it. I'm about to do the recap and the counterpunch on this particular fight between John Ryder and Danny Jacobs. Stay tuned for that. Everybody on the chat, hundreds of you that came, thank you all. God bless. And you all have been counterpunched. Peace.